Do actors in commercials make a lot of money? Well, think about these guys.
Welcome to Progressive.com.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
How do I choose from all these powerful varieties of pine sol?
Should your man smell like an Old Spice man? You tell me.
Each one of these actors is making about a minimum of $250,000 a year just on commercials alone, and that's on the low end. A few of them make well over $1 million. But one thing that could have easily derailed these actors is their social media. Social media matters for actors, especially if you want to do commercials. As much as we're free birds creatively painting the world through music, dance, and words, what we post on social media matters, and it can cost you roles if you're not being smart about what you share. There are those out there who love to be shock jocks, posting bitter, controversial, and hurtful opinions and images on their social media pages. Let's discuss how these can cost you lucrative bookings as an actor. Hi, I'm Nancy Nave. I've been a working actor for 16 years in film and television and a career coach for actors. I guide you into the industry and take the guesswork out of getting set up and getting auditions so you can start working. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you'd like more content on being a working actor. One of the easiest places in this industry to make money as an actor is in commercials. Most companies who will pay to produce and air commercials will pay actors. Depending on the brand and the scope of the campaign, they may pay very well. Local commercials from a mom and pop store might pay a few hundred or even $1,000 to air for 6 months to 2 years. While national commercials like Honda, Tylenol, or Pepsi may pay thousands and thousands of dollars. And I've heard actors who say they won't do commercials anymore because they're serious actors. Tell that to these actors.
What's in your wallet?
Gold, Shadow, Dior.
Jack. Clooney.
Seen it, covered it. At Farmers Insurance, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
I promise you, once you book a national commercial, you'll want more. You show up for a day or two, do your role, and leave. A few months later, your commercial starts airing everywhere. And depending on what time of the day it airs, during what program, on what channel or network, and from what location in the country, it starts to add up. There's auditing companies whose job it is to track every place a specific commercial airs and determine the check amount due to performers every week, month, or quarter. It's a nebulous black hole of how it's all added together, which is how some actors actually end up getting screwed over, but that's just like a whole nother issue to discuss. As the commercials start airing, the checks start rolling in large chunks to the actors. It's a friggin' gold mine, and you almost need the same luck as winning the lottery to book a national commercial. But it can be done. In my 16 years as an actor, I've booked 10 national commercials and over 100 local and regional commercials. And honestly, you won't know how much you'll get paid until the checks start showing up. And if the commercial gets pulled for whatever reason, the checks will stop. In 2019, I booked a role as a pharmacist in a Walgreens commercial to promote flu shot. I was on set for 1 day. The commercial ran for a few months and was slotted for a couple more, but then COVID hit and the entire country shut down. I'm assuming that Walgreens didn't want people walking into their stores for their flu shots, and they stopped the commercials. And by the way, they don't ask you if they should stop, they just stop. And in those couple of months, I made over $30,000. I was both thankful for the gig and peeved at the same time when it stopped because I knew there was supposed to be more. This is why we always tell actors to keep your day job. My first national commercial years ago paid over $100,000 for 1 day of work on set and ran for 4 months. But because it aired on Spanish and English stations, I basically got paid twice the amount. I tell you these stories because as much as I've learned about being a commercial actor and what it does take to book them, there's always room for luck. You can be a brand new actor and get booked for a national commercial. Beginner's luck. Okay, so back to my whole point about shooting yourself in the foot. When you become an actor, you essentially become a public figure. This means people may want to know more about you. They can easily find out who you are from any project that hires you. It's a simple Google search or a quick lookup on IMDb. Most people use social media to post about their day, their family, and accomplishments. This is also where people post their frustrations, rants, and opinions. This is where it can cost you work. As actors, making your first significant paychecks is in commercials. Commercials represent a product. The product represents a company, and the sale of that product powers the company. If they hire an actor who expresses questionable, controversial opinions on social media, it can put the company in a bad spot. We've seen this happen where an actor in a commercial campaign is suddenly exposed for stuff they've posted, said, or done in the past or present. They're immediately pulled from the waves and cast aside by that company. And depending on the offenses, it can lead to the actor losing their career and sometimes even their freedom if they've broken the law. So if you're hoping to book high-paying commercials, make sure your background is clear of any offensive or questionable behavior. Even being political on social media can lead to losing a job. Politics today is a highly volatile, highly opinionated film, and it can bias people against you. They won't book you just because you share their same views, but they might not book you because they disagree so wholeheartedly with you. Anything that stirs up negative emotions can cost you a job. Commercials are supposed to be happy, motivational, inspiring ads, using people who look and feel authentically in line with the product's target audience. Producers can easily be checking your social media, Googling your name, reading everything about you and the stuff you've posted while you're in a live callback or audition. They might love you, and before you're done with your callback, one producer shows the other the laptop and shows them what you've posted, and then you see their faces drop. Hey, darn, gotta let this guy go. Today, it's not just are you a match for the role, it's also a question of, is this person good for product sales? A lot of business owners do a quick Google search of anyone they consider doing business with. I know, because I do. It's so easy to be our own investigator. It's a simple and quick way to protect yourself before going down a rabbit hole you wish you never had. At least it'll give you the opportunity to ask questions and clear up any doubts. Most product campaigns would rather pass on any controversy if there's an easier option. Commercials pay the bills. Do you really need to post a negative comment on a stranger's page? Should you share that offensive meme you find funny? Are the photos you're sending going to get screenshotted and shared publicly? There's a lot to consider when you're a public figure. You can't just throw your opinion out there anymore. We've seen people get fired from corporate jobs just for their public behavior caught on camera. That's why Tizzy and Joey Swole are popular, and yes, even I follow them. It's even easier for actors to lose a job or get fired with a simple online search. So here's some quick guidelines to consider before posting. Are my words hurtful or mean to others? Like, would I say this in person? Are my words or images provocative, hateful, or demeaning? Will my post embarrass or humiliate someone? Would I want my mom or my agent to see this post? Does my post associate me with hateful or disliked groups or philosophies? Am I posting anything illegal? If I see my post a year from now, will I regret it? So consider posting content that uplifts, inspires, or motivates others, makes people laugh or makes people happy, promotes someone else's accomplishments, is complimentary of others, teaches a lesson, displays creativity as in art, music, or dance, informs of an event in the past, present, or future. There's lots of do's and don'ts for posting to social media. The easiest question I ask myself is, if I read my own post tomorrow, will it make me happy? It's honestly not necessary to put your every thought into the world. You can hold some of your own opinions to just your friends and family, or even to yourself. We all tend to have negative thoughts and emotions, but those are usually temporary. Instead of shouting your temporaries to the world, just live with them internally until they pass. You may be glad that you did. And in the end, this is what commercials are looking for. They want actors who can contain themselves, actors who are socially and emotionally responsible. They'd like to hire an actor who is stable and socially predictable. So if you're interested in getting into the commercial industry as an actor, go back and look at all your social media history and possibly delete the questionable posts, images, and videos. I promise that your rant against the Walmart self-checkout line will not go over well when you're auditioning for the national Walmart spot. That viral video of you berating the barista behind the Starbucks counter will not look great at the Starbucks callback. Of course, any racist, sexist, hateful language, words, or images on your social media will end your chances of any big national campaign. Oh, and while we're at it, Make sure your profile and background pictures are how you'd like to represent yourself. You might be thinking to yourself right now, well, how can I be me if I'm having to censor myself so I can book work? Well, it's called restraint. My mom always said that if you can't say something nice, don't say it at all. So that's what I live by. And it's pretty simple. If you're a public figure, you need to be aware of your social media presence. If you can't control yourself, just get off of social media altogether. It's better if you're a mystery than if you're fully on display. Don't think social media doesn't come into play with booking films and TV, because it does. But there are some differences within that topic. Also realize that talent agents may do a quick search for you as well before signing you. No one wants to deal with a future headache if they can stop it now. But if you want to book lucrative, high-paying national commercials, you need to clean up your social media right now and go back and do a quick check for anything that might be controversial or conflict with products in the market. So I hope you don't have much or any posts to clean up. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to keep getting content on being a working actor in the film, television, and commercial industry. Have a great day and break a leg.